Welcome to a new Voltlog. This is a continuation of video number 291 where I shared some tips and tricks about buying from AliExpress. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it on screen right now. Today I'm sharing my experience with buying from eBay or Banggood. These are my secondary channels for purchasing electronic items, usually the stuff that you see in my mailbag videos. But before we get started, let me remind you about the sponsor of this video, CPCB, which is the best place to get your prototype PCBs done. For $2 you will get a set of 5 PCBs, a selection of solder mask colors with no extra cost, and very affordable laser cut stencils with fast turnaround time. So we'll start by talking about eBay. It's a mature platform, it's been around since 1995 but became very popular a few years later, and today everyone has heard of eBay. What I'm gonna cover in this video relates mostly to sellers from China, and things might be different if you buy something domestically on eBay. When compared to other platforms, eBay has a great search algorithm and you can almost certainly find what you are looking for. By default, the results will be sorted by best match, which is a combination between seller rating, cost of the item, your location, and probably other stuff as well. That's usually a good option, but if you want to get the smallest price, you sort by price plus shipping cost. And this is a great feature that's missing from AliExpress, for example. You also have a bunch of filters on the left side, so you can filter for the condition of the item, if it's new or used. You can filter by location of the item or by price range, among other options. And all of these options function correctly. This shows the maturity of this platform. Once I found the item I am looking for, sometimes it will be sold at an auction, sometimes as a buy it now, or sometimes the seller will accept an offer. With items being sold by Chinese sellers, I've noticed they will generally accept to offer you a small discount depending on the quantity you are ordering, in the order of 10%. I don't even bother checking user reviews on eBay because I use PayPal for payment and I know for sure the protection of the buyer is guaranteed by PayPal. That means if the product is not delivered or if it's not as described in any way, and evidence is presented to support that, PayPal will immediately refund you for that purchase. And in my opinion, eBay has two big advantages: the mature platform with great functionality and the fact that you can use PayPal with no extra cost and you benefit from that buyer protection. But it also has some disadvantages. For example, if you are searching for really new stuff, electronic modules that come out of China like I do, it's likely they will be found first on AliExpress and only a few months later on eBay. That's because it's easier for a small seller in China to open a shop on AliExpress than it is to do so on eBay. Also, sometimes you'll notice the prices on eBay might be higher than those on AliExpress for the same product. I suspect that happens partially because it is more expensive for the seller to work with eBay and PayPal than it is to work with AliExpress, and so they incorporate that price difference in the price of the product. As you can see, there isn't much to be said about buying from eBay because things pretty much work as you expect them to work in a nice, transparent way, so there isn't much room for tricks on this platform or secrets. Sure, we can talk about auctions and how you can use various services to place a snipe on an auction type sale that will have a computer bid for you automatically in the last second of that auction, this way outbidding any manual bidding buyers, but I don't think that really applies to buying things from China because most of the times these products are just cheap enough that they have the buy it now button and you just buy them without thinking. Another platform that I like using for shopping is Banggood.com. This is a Chinese-owned platform started late 2006, which in recent years has become quite popular, and I think part of their success is in the fact that they bridge the gap between the Western countries and the Chinese sellers. I think they have a mixed type operation, meaning they will hold stock for some products, but for others they are just getting them from local suppliers and reselling for a margin. The interface is a bit more polished than that of AliExpress. The website search works quite good, certainly better than AliExpress, and most of the times it can help you find what you need, but it can also have problems. Sometimes I notice the products that contain the actual keywords searched in the title are not shown first in the results, and that can be annoying. Regarding prices, you typically want to avoid buying full price on this platform because that will be more expensive than what you find somewhere else. What I tend to do is watch out for promotions because you'll see price cuts typically in the range of 30 to 50%. Sometimes you can also use discount coupons. They send these via email newsletters during promotions or via various partners. And the biggest promotion happens in August-September when they celebrate their anniversary every year, and during the 11.11 sale, which happens in November. It's like the Black Friday or Cyber Monday of China. But as I have shown in a recent video about AliExpress, these Chinese platforms have the same habits of Western ones, meaning the sales happening during that week are not necessarily the best offers you can get throughout the year. Even though you might argue that prices can be higher on Banggood than they are on other platforms, like eBay or AliExpress, they do come with some advantages. For example, they have warehouses in Europe, US and other parts of the world where they stock some of the products for local delivery. And that means you can have your product delivered quick within the EU in something like 1 week or less, and you don't have to pay any import taxes. So that might end up costing less in the end, and it's certainly less headache for you because you avoid dealing with customs. On Banggood.com, you have the option to pay with PayPal, and that is, in my opinion, a big advantage to using this platform as opposed to, let's say, AliExpress, especially when ordering expensive items, because you will get the buyer protection from PayPal. If something goes wrong, they will refund you immediately. Myself, I always use PayPal when shopping on Banggood, and here is one trick you can use when you check out. If you're using PayPal, you don't need this option that they will automatically tick for you. You don't need to pay for any extra insurance or tracking that they might be offering because that is already guaranteed by PayPal. So I always clear that option. If something goes wrong, PayPal will have your back. I did not have any problems with orders placed on Banggood in recent years, but I've read comments from people who had problems with refunds and defective items, and I always tell them if you would have used PayPal, the problem would have been resolved immediately. So that's the biggest advice I can give you regarding Banggood or any other similar website. Use PayPal for payment and never pay full price, wait for a promotion or use a discount code. These were a few things I could share about buying from eBay or Banggood. I'm sure some of you might already knew these things, and if you know more, please share in the comment section below. Or if you've had any positive or negative experiences with these platforms, you can also share your story in the comments below. If you'd like to support this channel, there will be some affiliate links placed in the description of this video. If you click those links and then go to make a purchase on those websites, I will get a commission. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time with a new video.